I don't need this to go up on stage, okay? I need this because I'm an alcoholic, so here we go. So, my name's Alex, I'm married, got a couple of kids, and the other day, my wife dropped this one on me. She told me that she would like for me to get a vasectomy. Okay. Needless to say, I wasn't too jazzed about the whole idea. You know what my wife said to me? She said, if I were to get a vasectomy, we would have more sex. Okay. First of all, I think the word she was looking for is have some sex. That's a place to more. Okay, that's first of all. She says we would have more sex because right now, despite being on the pill, she's absolutely terrified of getting pregnant with a third kid. Jesus Christ. I totally 100% feel her on that tip. If one more pesky kid falls out of my wife's vagina, I swear to God, I'm just going to get in my car my first day back at work and just drive it until it dies somewhere in Argentina. They'll never find me is what I'm saying. But let's talk about some real shit for a second. Like me in my life, never have I ever been down with anything remotely close to teabagging. Okay? Well, there's some true shit I'm telling you guys. I don't know what it is, but I could just never let the lucky ladies get too fresh with the balls. It's too sensitive, I can't hack it. So gargling my nuts off the menu, but I should let some dude take a scalpel to my precious balls for the elusive prospect of more unicorn rare pussy. Lady, please. That's like if I said I would wash the dishes more often if you switched over to Paula because my hands get so dry. So anyways, in the end I decided to go through with it. Of course, I was just waiting for my buddy whose wife had their second kid so we could use this 2-for-1 Groupon I found. And when you decide to go through with the vasectomy, you have to do an obligatory information session where they give you the rundown. And that was one of the most awkward half hours of my life. You got 20 dudes sitting in a room together. We all look like we caught some itchy asshole virus at the exact same moment. You say, now, during the information session, they actually show you a PowerPoint presentation on how to shave your balls properly. Because you can't show up for the procedure with none of this typical white guy, you know, I keep it trimmed down low to make my shit look bigger. No. You need to show up with some Michael Phelps, I just won 8 gold medals in Beijing aquadynamic shit. You know what I'm saying? So, during the information session, I found out the name of the doctor who was going to do my procedure. I swear to God, this is true. I can't write jokes like this. The name of my doctor, Dr. Boucher, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the butcher kids. Dude, you couldn't have picked a worse profession for your name if you were a Catholic priest called Craven Moorhead or some shit. But in the end, the butcher was on top of his shit because the actual procedure is not that big of a deal. 10 minutes, you're in, you're out, you don't feel shit. And then you just stay home for a couple of days, just take it easy. And you put frozen peas on your balls intermittently during those 48 hours to alleviate the swelling. Now, the doctor actually recommends the frozen peas because they don't get as burningly cold as ice does, and the little peas get more skin to surface contact. What I found is also fun about the frozen peas, you can totally use them after for some good chicken, eh? Yeah. You just can't beat the texture of scrotum thawed peas. You just can't. Fucking Jamie Elver ain't got shit on me, baby. But in the end, the part that killed me about the whole thing was that after everything is said and done, you have to go back to do what's called a spermogram so that they can put the final stamp of approval that you're equivalent to a dildo at this point. And before you go do your spermogram, you need to, okay, listen to this. 3 months need to have gone by and you need to have ejaculated a minimum of 45 times. Not 40, not 50, 45. And it's like the warranty on your car, 5 years, 100,000 kilometers. Both need to be filled. So what that means, if you want to close this sad chapter on your life as soon as possible, you need to come once every 2 days for 90 days. What are they, fucking nuts? We've just already assessed that my sex life ever since Golem number 2 came out of Muff Mountain basically consists of a couple of fucking pity fucks my wife throws my way whenever she sees I'm about to hurt someone. Now we expect to start banging like teenagers? So anyways, 3 months of mostly jerking off and some sex with my wife went by. And I show up to the CLSC to go do my spermogram. I'm such a fucking dumbass. I didn't read the fucking pamphlet properly to the end like a normal person would, because if I would have done that, I would have known that you're supposed to jerk off at home and bring your sample within an hour. Not show up at the CLSC to rub one off next to Grandpa who was there for a blood test. I'm fucking talking to the nurse. I'm like, I know I'm an idiot. I know I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. But please don't make me go home and come back. Can you just bring me to some unused examination room? And she was understanding enough, and she did just that. So she brings me to this room, and as she's leaving, she gives me this look like, don't make a mess, asshole. And I'm sitting, I'm in this room, I pull out my phone, surprise, surprise, the battery's dead. So no Pornhub for me, and I'm sure you can imagine there's no medicinal provincial budget for medicinal dirty magazines just lying around either. So I'm sitting on this stool and I'm just going through the highlight reel in my head and I'm jerking off and the stool is squeaking and it's taking forever. Now keep in mind, I came 45 times in the last 90 days and won. So by the time number 46 showed up, that shit came out like a dry cough, just like, oh my god, that sad tiny cum, you know what, that sad tiny cum shot was probably too small of a sample to be conclusive, and for some reason the procedure didn't work, and with my fucking luck, I'm gonna knock my wife up in the next couple of years. Watch. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. Thank you very much.
Yeah!